it's a thesis that, if not controversial, is arresting.
Yes, well, I don't think it's controversial. In fact, I think that amidst the current economic crisis, it's a wonderful time to encourage African governments to focus on finding alternative ways to finance economic development, and that's what the book is about.
And it's one of the strands of the argument is that aid encourages kleptocracies. It encourages corruption.
Amongst a number of problems. I mean, it also causes aid dependency. It causes a situation where it can kill off the export sector. And these are all very well-known arguments about the problems with aid. And essentially, my book is not just a critique of aid. It really offers a list of alternatives for African governments to finance economic development. And that's what I think is most important.
Can you point to a country where that's working, where the alternative is actually in practice?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's a whole list of emerging market countries as far as China, India, obviously what they call the term as the BRICS, but even closer to home, places like South Africa and Botswana have implemented what I would call a non-aid dependent model. And so this is not at all something that's new or innovative. If anything, it's something that I think we have a lot of history to show that it works, and it just needs to be applied more rigorously across the African continent.
I suppose one of the problems that your argument's going to run up against is that there's a critical mass about the aid industry. Can I call it the aid industry?
Yes,
that that employs thousands of people,
yeah.
And millions and billions of dollars are involved.
Right.
That's in a sense what you're seeking to deconstruct, isn't it?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves as human beings, what is our goal? I mean, if we really want to reduce poverty and to ensure long-term economic growth in Africa, then we have to figure out the best way to do that. And if it does mean reform and overhauling the systems that currently exist, then that's something that is going to have to be dealt with. I don't think that we should continue to persist with a system that we know doesn't work just because it's protecting people's jobs. I don't think that's really the argument.
And you hail from Zambia?
Yes, that's
originally.
Right. Zambia.
Give us a sense of what's gone wrong there, to focus in on one particular African country. With the problem in Zambia?
Oh, well, I mean, I think, again, I should say Africa suffers from a very serious PR problem because we tend to focus on the problems. Actually, Zambia has seen some tremendous improvements in the last 5 to 6 years. I think they're certainly up against challenges. It is primarily a mining country, and certainly given the current economic crisis and the decline in commodity prices, that is a challenge that the government is facing. But I mean, they have certainly gone very aggressively to implement policies to become much more free market oriented. A lot of the stuff that I discuss in the book has been implemented. I think the challenge is encouraging more participation by locals from Zambia, but also more broadly ensuring that the correct and the appealing, attractive policies are instituted so we can attract more foreign direct investment.
And very, very briefly, Dambisa, all those people who've given money to charities thinking, I'm helping the situation in Africa, did they do the wrong thing?
It's not the wrong thing, but I'm just saying we can do it better.